Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to our annual Learning the Card of the Year event. We have been doing this event a couple of years now. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Lourdes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to give it a minute to have more folks join in our live event. Just so you know, there will be a prize. We're going to give a gift. We're going to give a reading as a gift. In order to win the gift, you have to comment. And I can only see the comments on the Tarot by Laura Facebook page. So if you're watching this event on the event live video, or if you're watching this event on any of my other pages, such as Mystic Chat, or Lunatic Mondays, or Blue Witch, you'll have to come to here on the, oh, I just dropped my cards. Darn it! That's what happened when you're doing live TV. I'll be right back. I think only 3 went on the floor. I hope it was only 3. That, you know why this happened? Because we're live and because I'm late. Okay, there's 22. Beautiful. So I was saying, in order to comment and to win the free reading that we're going to give away, you have to be on the Tarot by Laura page. Here where I am seeing the comments, and I'm seeing Wilburton, Jacqueline, Siri, Gentry, Maya, Michelle, Blair, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Blair, oh my God, Blair, my heart. Blair commented the other day, I missed your live video, so I'm going to reopen my Facebook. And Blair did. They are here on the Facebook. Talk about a amazing compliment. To reopen your Facebook to be able to check this out. That is awesome. Yes, so this is, if you want to win the free prize that I'm giving, I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just going to be, you know, your card for the year and a little reading. But, you know, to participate, I will want you to be here on the Tarot by Laura page. Because even if you have the correct answer to the question, well, if I cannot see you answering the question, that's going to be a problem. So I invite you all to be here on the Tarot by Laura Facebook page. If you're on the event, I cannot see you. You need to be on the Tarot by Laura page. And fasten your seatbelts because this one is going to be a long video. And I usually don't do, I'm so used to the 10-minute videos for the, what you call it, the coffee break. And today, well, it's going to be about an hour. So thank you all for joining, and for everybody who is already getting here and joining and being part of it. And I think I have spoken enough. First of all, I hope you have a drink of some sort. I do have my handy dandy skull cup. Hi, Teresa. Teresa and I are skull collector aficionados. Salud. You like this hat? Wait 10 minutes. You're going to like the other one better. So, folks, the first thing I want to say is thank you, everybody, for being here. Facebook is telling me there are 21 people watching. I did share the event on the other pages. So again, if you want to participate and try to win the free reading, you have to be on the Tarot by Laura page where I can see your comment. Secondly, I want to say thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting my work. Hi, Reverend. Um, my colleague with whom I was ordained, my dear friend Jules, is here. Reverend Julia Russell. It feels so weird to call you Juliana. Juliana. Her name is Jules. We all call her Jules. I am so late I even forgot to put on my rings. I'm a disaster. Thank you for putting up with me, guys. You're amazing. Anywho, thank you for supporting my work. Thank you for following Tarot by Laura Gonzalez. Thank you to those who are following the coffee breaks. And not only, I mean, you don't have to be a psychic to understand. I do this as part of my promoting my work. So, of course, doing the videos, people get to know me and then they get to hire me. And that's the whole point. And I am very grateful to you all for following me for this year, supporting my work for this year. And for those who have hired me either on the specials or regular price or a full service or half an hour or whatever, I know it's been hard on 2020 and you have kept me afloat. You have kept me with income, and that the only thing that I can say is thank you from my heart. I'm getting emotional now. From my heart, because you have helped me survive. So I'm very, very grateful to all of you because I know there are so many colleagues out there, so many tarot readers, not only in Chicago, but on the cybersphere, and you have chose me, and that means the world. So thank you. Um, Thank you also to all who are joining right now because I know it's late and some people don't stay up too late. I mean, it's 7 o'clock only, but you know, in other places it's a little later. So thank you for being here. And the main thing that I want to say also, one thing that is really important for me to say, and if you have a cup, raise your cup. And if you don't have a cup, raise an imaginary cup on your heart because we are celebrating and we are laughing and smiling and saying F you 2020, but there is a lot of people who are not. So for all of those who were lost, for all those who we've lost to COVID-19 or other reason in 2020, to the families that are mourning and to the families of those people who are still in pain, and to all of those other people who might have been suffering the loss of income or being sick and recovered and having a hard time recovering fully, I raise my cup to you all. What is remembered lives, and may we all find recovery on our hearts, on our minds, on our communities, on our planet. 300,000 plus in the United States, a million plus worldwide. May the divine welcome them and may they go back to the universe and may they keep watching over us. Cheers to them. And with that, I have to say just one more time, 2020, fuck you. Fuck you, 2020. And you're gonna love this. Ta-da! I went shopping. Oh, you cannot see the whole hat. Are you serious? There you go. It says New Year's Countdown, and it goes from sober to buzz to tipsy to lit to wasted to what year is it? And I figure, oh my goodness, this was the whole thing to wear the hat so you could see it, but you cannot see it. So, well, there it is. Maybe if I push it down a little. Oh, well. Anywho, you also want to see my face, don't you? Okay. So, enough with 2020. I said yesterday, I'm gonna call it a unique year, and that's it. I am not gonna continue calling it names or anything because it also gave us a lot of satisfactions to some people. I know Jules and I, we were ordained, so that is a great thing to celebrate for 2020. And going into what is the matter for us on 2020 and doing the card of the year for 2021. So 2020 was the Emperor. And how do I figure which card comes for each year? Well, you do it by numerology. You add the numbers. So 2020, easy peasy, 2 plus 0, 2 plus 2 plus 0, it's 4. And 4, therefore, was the card for 2020. And this is a card of order and stability, and it is rigid and it's hard and it's like a father figure that has to uh, lay the law of the land and say what goes, and it's not necessarily a pleasant card. As a matter of fact, it's one of my least favorite cards when they come up because it reminds me of the heavy, super heavy weight of patriarchy in our lives. And whether we like it or not, we live in a patriarchal society, and it does have good things. So that order that was reestablished in so many ways for uh, the planet. Of course, we didn't know it was going to be a pandemic that was going to bring that order into our life, but some things have returned to order. Even if you don't see it that way, the fact that a lot of folks are working from home, the fact that we're established, at least in the United States, some sense of consciousness and going back to science and choose a new leader of the nation, etc. Um, those things are the things that represent order. Now, in your life, I don't know all of you in person. I know some of you, but I don't know every single one watching. And I can promise you and I can guarantee you that 2020 made you, contemplate your priorities. And that is one of the most important aspects for me on 2020. What is really important? What are my priorities? With whom I'm sharing my time on the internet or otherwise, cyberspace, Zoom, etc. What is really important? Are my necessities covered? And that puts a sense of balance in our lives. And that is what the emperor represents. So this was 2020, right? And I brought a couple of other tarot decks just to show you, the beautiful art. These two are by my favorite artist, Ciro Marchetti. And I don't know, I figure I show you these cards to for you to have a visual on what was. So 2020, goodbye, unique. You taught us order, you taught us balance, you taught us to prioritize and to make sure things are where they need to be. With that said, 2021, well, again, with the numerology, so 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, number 5. I, if you're familiar with tarot, you know, number 5 are nightmares. Number 5 are confrontational. Number 5s are the numbers on the lesser arcana that made us pause, and they make us contemplate, they make us think, so what will happen, what will be the best outcome, do I continue prioritizing this and that, or do I recover my energy and put it back in something else? Number fives are numbers of confrontation, and most people do not like them. And the number one, the quintessential, pun intended, the quintessential number five, well, is the Hierophant. So, tan, 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 this is the card of the year, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is going to be influencing all of the energy of 2021. Drum roll, please. So, it's funny because those of you who have followed my live coffee breaks, I don't know if you remember, but we have the Hierophant not too long ago on learning the card of the week. And I was telling you all that the Hierophant traditionally represents a spiritual guide, right? It is the Pope or a priest, but I don't think it's just a priest, because if at least it's a cardinal, because he's wearing red. And he had the subject people underneath him, whether they're praying, kneeling, or he is rise up on a platform and the people are underneath or down below, down a level. Um, it talks about hierarchy. We don't need that, but we do. We do, because this card kind of comes to reestablish some spiritual laws, some spiritual order, and tapping into what I said on learning the card of the day a few weeks ago, to demystify the card and to stop having kind of like a confrontational sense with the card. Put the face of your spiritual leader on this card. To me, this card has two faces. It could be the face of Selena Fox, who is the senior minister on Circle Sanctuary and my teacher, my mentor, or it could have the face of Christian Ortiz, who is also my teacher and mentor and colleague, and of whom I've learned so much. And here's the thing, those folks, those people, whoever you put on your Hierophant card face, those people are not superior to you. They are not better than you. They are not more spiritual than you. They don't have a given divine authority that you don't have. You have given them the authority. You have put them on the pedestal. And we all have a person who we believe it's higher intellectually, spiritually. We all have that person that we believe they know better, and I will listen to them. And if they tell me my spirit, my soul, my life will be better if I do like this, then I will do it, right? So we have a human on earth that we see with the qualities, with the knowledge, and with the messages from the divine. And I'm pointing up because most of us believe the divine to be up, high above. But the divine is all around us, right? Source, the divine, the God, the goddess, Buddha, Krishna, Allah, whatever you call it, is within and without. Is inside of us and is outside. So who do you put here? I don't know. It's not a Christian, it's not a Catholic leader. They use the imagery of a cardinal, I think, because this was painted in the 1900s. But that's why I pulled the other decks, so you see more modern representations. And on the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, Ciro Marchetti names the card Faith. And that is all it is faith. And we have represented here, I think, please forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe is Buddhism, Muslim, Catholic, and Jewish. Four of the five major um, religions. And on the next tarot deck, he goes even further. Same artist, and he uses one person, one face, non-denominational. You cannot see, they are not wearing anything significant of any particular faith, but the circle that surrounds this person is filled with different symbols that represent different faiths. So the card is not necessarily about a particular religion. The card is about a belief system. And as such, all of us have a belief system. So the next time you see the Hierophant, don't think, if you're not Catholic or if you're not Christian, don't think, oh, of course, it's the Christians, you know, the zealots, the extremists. No, it is a spiritual leader. It should be non-denominational. That's why I love Zero, because he paints them in a non-denominational way. So what does the card mean other than having a spiritual guide person that we put above us? Well, this person comes to give us morality, is our moral compass. And that moral compass tells us to differentiate between good and evil, between black and white, between light and dark, etc. Right? Analogies, I can go all day. And um, it is also a message of do good, because people who do good are good people. And if you're not doing good, then you're not a good person and you are not worthy. And guilt seeps in, guilt comes, and we start behaving good because we live on a world that has a system of punishment and rewards, and not because we're doing good because we want to do good, because it's good for everybody, you know. um, I am a strong believer that nobody wakes up in the morning and says, oh, today I'm going to screw with the life of this person, this person, and this person. I don't think anybody is inherently bad or mean or evil. I think people start thinking about their own um, benefits, you know, their own individual well being, and they don't care about everybody else. Case in point, wearing a mask, right? During the pandemic. So the Hierophant should be the higher person, the higher intellect, the higher spiritual person that says, in this case with the wearing masks, you know, wear your mask because it's not good for you, it's good for everybody. You're taking care of every person that exists. Well, in this case with the pandemic and that example that we have so handy right here, well, yeah, we're going to listen to the voice of reason and the voice of spirituality that says, let's do what's best for the uh, the masses, what is good for everybody. But what happens when the Hierophant has a belief system that doesn't necessarily match your needs, your desires, or your lifestyle? Then the Hierophant can turn into a repressive force, right? A person that says, because in my belief system, we married kids at 12 years old and you can pay for the child and keep it and make it your wife, make her your wife. Oh, yeah, that's good for you. Then we all have to do it that way. So that's where extremism comes from. That is particularly the sense of the Hierophant, you know, finding that balance between what should be and what should be because it's good for everybody, or what should be because you think is only good for those who think like you. So the problem or the situation or the peculiarity of the card of the year is all of us have all of the archetypes within us. So when in your life have you been a hierophant? Have you told your children to behave in a certain way because that's what should be? And what if that is not good for them? Or what if that is not on their personality or that's not how they behave? Oh, well, you have to do it because I say so, because I'm your mom, or because I'm your dad, or because I'm your parent. Or if you have a group, a study group, you have to study 1 to 3. Well, but I want to study 3 and 1 and then 2. No, that's not how you do it. You have to do it the way it should be. For those who speak Spanish, we have a very clear way to say that, el deber ser. And when people say el deber ser, we all know, like, oh my God, that's the rule. In English, it's been hard for me to find a way to explain it, so the way it has to be. I'm trying to translate. And the Hierophant represents that, and we all have that energy within us. We all have that energy of imposing our belief system, imposing our rules. And the minute somebody has given us power to see over them and to guide them or to help them, inevitably we go into that place of, let me have power over the person and tell them what to do because this is what should be. We all have done it. No one hasn't done that. The minute we have a little bit of power, we abuse it. We use it, we abuse it. And most of the times we do it for your own good because we think we are helping the person. You know, I became vegan this year. You all know that. Oh, now that cannot be part of the questions. Well, I became vegan this year, and I know why being vegan is really good for me. But I have promised myself not to be the preachy vegan, because being vegan is good for me. But that doesn't mean it's going to be good for everybody. So, it's those little things that we need to, like, look in the mirror and say, okay, what is good for me is not necessarily going to be good for everybody. So be careful with that Hierophant energy when you are living your daily life. And the thing is, because it is the card of the year, that energy is going to be surfacing a lot with the situation, is going to be surfacing a lot the whole year with any situation. That's what I meant to say. So I told you I learned a new trick, and it's not a hat trick, is the numerology. I knew numerology, and I've been working with numerology for a long time, but what I didn't know is that you can pair two of the major arcana cards and they will interact together throughout the year. So that's what's new and different this year for us who have been doing this card of the year for a number of years now. Bill, do you remember? I think we started 3 years ago. Bill, if you're still watching, remind me, because you have been on all of them, and I think it's 3 or 4. I'm not sure. So which other card represents number 5? Well, numerology. Which other card on the major arcana adds to number 5? And it happens to be number 14, or the arcana number 14, which is temperance. And when you add 14, 1 and 4, that makes 5. So that makes for a very interesting interaction, because we have the Hierophant, who is the higher authority, the spiritual authority, the moral compass, the confrontational guy that makes you look in the mirror and see if you have sin or if you are living a good life. And then temperance comes to bring balance, right? So not everything is gonna be like super heavy on the year, because we also gonna have the energy of temperance. And temperance is gonna be quite literally, and it's called that it's an angel, because it's quite literally gonna be your little angel and your little devil, one on each shoulder, constantly talking to you like, okay, this is how things should be. However, comma, which side are we gonna favor, the angel or the devil? Or are we gonna try to be just and to have a balance on our interactions? I think it's quite interesting. Now, this is an interpretation of both cards right side up. Of course, sí, Alejandra, sí, Alex, balance. Balance y moralidad. El deber ser, pero en un balance sano. The way things have to be, but with a healthy balance, right? What happens when these guys run loose and they go a little bit crazy? Well, they reverse, right? So the temperance will be taking one side or the other. Temperance reverse is when we get angry, when we get mad, when we flip the table and say the heck with this, and I quit, and I don't care about the consequences, and I'm not gonna be well balanced on my mind. And the Hierophant could go super repressive, oppressive, and terribly abusive. Or it could be, you know what? I don't care, do what you want. But it's not an I don't care as in, I don't care, I'm mad, so do what you want. It's really an I don't care, like, I'm not, it's not my responsibility, so I don't care. Do what you want, and then you're going to get in trouble. Free spirit. Live your life, you do you, and I don't care. But when they reverse, it's like chaos. And we don't want that chaos, because it's not the healthy chaos of the high priestess, the empress, I'm sorry. That's why I paused, because I'm like, am I saying the right thing? No. It's a chaos of free for all. Nobody cares, and people are letting their emotions go to the surface, and they're being mad or sad or whatever. So let me show you the other combination. What happened if, throw in the hat, this hat? No, I know what you say, Karen. What happened when it's the reverse thing? What happened with our, where Hierophant is right side up and our temperance is upside down? And then we're angry and we are leading spiritually, ethically, morally from a place of anger. That is not what we want. Or what could happen if this is the opposite? Oh, we're trying to be very fair, we're trying to be very like balanced, but then we have no control. There is no moral compass. So the Hierophant is necessary. And I think, oh God, coming out of 2020, with everything that has happened, with all the changes that are happening throughout the world, not only in the United States, but the whole world is coming to an awakening of sorts. Um, Women's liberation, women's rights, a little bit kind of trying to counteract that heavy patriarchal dominance that has been going for 2000 years, and a little bit of, okay, so this pandemic 2020 makes us pause, and then after that, what's going to happen? Well, we do need certain kind of moral compass to rebuild, to recreate the world, to see what's new and how we're gonna live our new life. We are not there yet by any means. Unfortunately, the pandemic is not gone, it's not over. The virus hasn't died. So we need these two guys to be within us and to work together and to help us get that sense of morality, um, rebuilding with a sense of a moral compass, and finding a healthy way of leading without oppressing. We have seen that that oppressive system of patriarchy is not working. So maybe leading without oppression, leading but listening, and truly listening to the world. And I love because the temperance has a new path and a sun shining in the back. And it really is something that this card shows. It's a new way of doing things. So I find them very fitting for 2021, and I am happy that these are the cards that came up. Now, in my life, and you have heard me saying this, and dear friend and author Byron Ballard has been telling us that we've been living tower times for a while. And she is right, absolutely right. Um, we are rebuilding, we are deconstructing, a lot of things are becoming anew. And I have good news for you, because after the tower, what comes is the star. And the star is about healing and rebuilding and recreating a new one, all of that. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So we have to be optimistic and positive, but also realistic. And I think the fact that temperance has one foot on the ground and one foot on the water, to me, it represents so clearly our analytic mind and our intuition. You know, it is to have a foot on the ground and a foot on the heavens, basically, or on the clouds, or having that very healthy balance, healthy symmetry between our emotions and our intellect. And that guided in the moral compass of a compassionate Hierophant. He's not compassionate all the time. That is the problem. That is the problem. That's why the Hierophant could be a card that is a little hard still, to follow through. But I don't mean to scare you. You don't need to be scared. I've told my clients before, when we have confrontational cards, it's not for you to be scared. It's for you to be prepared, to be cautious. And I said this a long time when the pandemic started. You don't have to be afraid, but you have to be conscious of what's happening. They're two different things. So fear will eat you up, but being conscious, being aware, being prepared is different. And now that we know that the year could be a year of rigidness, oppressive guidance, and people trying to impose their ways, but we know we also have the temperance that is keeping us company and hopefully helping those who lead, find a equilibrium, balance, and consistency on guiding us with emotional intelligence. That is also happening within you. That is also happening within you. So don't tell your grandchild to do things the way you did, because that's what's good, because what was good for you might not be good for your grandchild. I'm telling that to myself, because sometimes I'm too harsh with my grandchild, with my grandson. Um, don't tell your students to study on a certain way, because that's the way they should study. As long as they learn, who cares how they learn? It is about guiding without controlling, and it's about guiding with compassion. And it is about teaching some moral compass without imposing your beliefs. And with that, we are at the 40-minute mark of this video, and I did promise you some free stuff, and you are going to get some free stuff. So, as you saw, with numerology, we have a unique thumbprint of cards for every year. And there is a way to figure it out, the card of your birthday. So right here, right now, what I need you to put on the comments is, first of all, you have to be open to put on your birthday. So to participate, you need to publish your birthday, month, date, and year, because I need all the numbers. And then I'm going to ask you two questions. The first question is, how long have we been doing Coffee Break with Tarot by Laura? Let's see if you remember how long it's been. And the second question is, you got to give me three names. I have three pets, three very important people in my life: my husband, my teacher, and my other teacher. So I have three teachers and I have three pets. Give me three names. What's the name of my husband? What's the name of my teacher? What's the name of my other teacher? What's the name of my snake? What's the name of my dog? What's the name of my tortoise? If you have those answers, you win a free reading. And I see Karen had put there her birthday, but not answer the questions. You have to answer the questions and put your birthday. So you have to have three names, birthday, and how long we've been doing coffee break. This is not Lunatic Mondays. Okay, Lourdes, but what is the name of the pet? What is the name of the husband? What is the name of the teacher? What is your birthday? Ah, Jackie, got it. And Alex Larios got it. Okay, that's it. Oh my God, Jackie, you are so quick. Oh, no, 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 Jackie, Jules is not my teacher. Ugh, Jackie, you're missing a name. So I guess Alex win. Darn it. Nope, those names are not necessarily the right ones. Okay, Alex Larios, I'm writing down your birthday. I think Alex won. And until I see a second answer that is correct, so far it's only Alex. Let's see if anybody else has the right. There goes Jules. Jules got it. Okay, so Jules and Alex. That's it. No more. I'm not taking any more. Jules, don't go anywhere. 5/3/1971. Where are you all coming up with James? Who's James? I love you guys, but there is no James in my life. I have a one friend, James. That's it. Okay, Alex, you were born in December 5th, 1985. That adds to 31. And that adds again to, oh, Jules, thank you for correcting that date. That adds to 4. So Alex, you are going to have a nice combination because that will be number 4s. So that is 13, the card of death, and the Emperor. So this is the deal, Alex. Alex Larios, you who won the free reading. Your cards of your birthday. These are never going to change. These are never going to be different. They will always they will always be your cards of your birthday. That is the Emperor and Death. And what does that mean? I'm going to give you a small teaser reading, of course. The special, oh, I haven't told you. The special that I'm running for January. This is a special because it's a full session of numerology and tarot. And you're going to get 4 cards explained in depth and how they can interact one way or another. And the link is on the first comment. No, the link is on the description of this video. And if you can buy and you want to buy and you want to get yourself your numerology tarot reading, there's the link. If you can afford it and you can continue supporting my work, I appreciate and I thank you for that. But you don't have to buy. Of course, you never are obligated to buy, and I am happy to offer this to whoever is lucky enough that they add to number four. Let me see what Jules adds to, because if it does number four, then it will be two number fours. So 5 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 1. That's 27, so that's number 9. So Jules, you are number 9. I'm going to write that down. So Alex Larios, you are Emperor Death combination. That means strong sense of reinventing yourself, uh, renewing your life, changes, and leaving the past behind, and constant evolution in your life. So this is quite beautiful. No wonder you are the way you are. I know Alex in person, so that's why I can say this. Um, and this is magnificent, because that means that you have the um, ability to reinvent yourself whenever you want. Congratulations, my dear friend, because this is quite important. The next card that you have is the card of the Emperor. And guess what? Order, rules, judgment, uh, thinking that things should be the way that they should be, and that only you have the rules or ruling. Well, we can also see the eclipse side of things, right? Where you sometimes resist changes or want to embrace things that don't serve you anymore, and also are too hard judging yourself, too harsh on yourself. So these are your birthday tarot cards. This will never change. You will always be number four. And how will that interact? I don't have enough hands. How will that interact with the cards for 2021? Well, chances are you are going to be very spiritual. You're going to be trying to find balance. You're going to try to be making changes in your life. But what I see that could happen is that you could become too hard on yourself, and that you could uh, push yourself a little too much and judge yourself too harshly. So let's be cautious there. And of course, this is just a little teaser for you to kind of understand, and for all of you to see firsthand a little sample of what the special for January is going to be. I'm going to be doing those readings on Fridays and Saturdays, and um, the times that are available are on that link that is in the description of this very video. So the second person who won, oh, by the way, the answers are: my mentor name is Christian. My other mentor's name is Selena Fox. And my husband's name is Christopher. My pets' names are Uno, Chucho, and Ralphie. And that's it. Oh, and we've been doing Tarot by Laura coffee breaks for 2 years, 2 years and a few months, a little bit over 2 years. So thank you for everyone who tried to participate and had their answers. And Jackie, I'm going to do your numbers because I want to. Because you really tried, and even though you didn't get it, I'm going to at least give you your numbers. Anyway, for Jules, I'm not surprised, honey, Reverend. You are number 9. So that puts you up there with the Hermit and the Moon. And I'm not surprised, because you're a very private person. You're very you show people, you're funny and you're fun, and you could be, laughing in the life of the party. But the truth of the matter is you're very introspective. You are a person who lives within, who is in constant reflection, and you're also very intuitive. And that's what your cards of your birthday um, are saying, you know, and this will never change. But you know this, Jules, because you know tarot. But then this will never change. This will forever be your cards of your birthday. So how do those interact with the Hierophant and Temperance? In a way, it's a little bit similar to what we saw with Alex, you know, trying to do good, to be okay, to do the right thing, to follow the rules of morality, to have a well fine-tuned moral compass could affect you, particularly Jules, into being too much within, too much in the light, too much in the side of darkness and introspection, and basically to live in silence or suffer in silence, or you know, holding yourself to such high standards that don't allow yourself to come out and to say things. I remember somebody told you it will be good that you toot your own horn. They are correct because we are lacking that outside interaction. And I don't think living in a world of spirit 24/7 is necessarily what is helping you, serving you at this moment. Um, there are times where we want to be out there and interacting and playing and having fun. Of course, 2020 is not necessarily helping with that. Okay, I want to do Jackie just because she answered so quickly and she tried and she missed just one name, but that is not a big deal. So, Jackie, you are 26 and 6 plus 2 is 8. So, that is the card of strength. Yes, listen to Enea, please, Jules, and listen to me. Toot, 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 toot that horn, honey. All right, so Jackie, you are number 8, so that'll be oh, you have very good cards, Jackie. So number 8 is first the card of strength, and then number 17, which is the card of the star. So, Jackie, what I see for you is a lot of healing and a lot of strength and a lot of putting your foot down. So, this to interact differently with this too, because you see how the dynamics change with every person's card. That's why I have so much fun with this. And I'm like, I learn a new trick and I want to play with you all because this is so much fun. So, Jackie, your cards of your birthday is the start and strength. And this tells us you have infinite strength. Man, Jackie, you have a strength that you probably are not even aware of. And a compassion that is also a very strong trait to have. Um, you allow yourself to be vulnerable and to be strong at the same time. And that is so strong. That makes you a person that nobody can F with. But be careful. I hear it in Spanish in my head. Ten cuidado. Jackie, amiga, ten cuidado. Jackie, be careful not to um, give in too much into being compassionate. Let compassion begin with self. Hi, Uno. He's just coming from being walked and he burst into the room. So how does that interact with the cards of the year? Well, we have you being strong and compassionate, and then the qualities of the year being also the moral compass and trying to find balance. And what we see here is that you tend to be overly available to others and that you are not giving enough to yourself. So, folks, it's almost the 1 hour mark, and I thank you all for watching. Really, really thank you for watching. Let me close this door because this dog, children, You leave the door open and you can hear the noise from outside. So anyway, first of all, thank you all for watching. Um, Sometimes people ask me if I take donations. I'm open if you want to tip or donate. I have a Venmo account. My Venmo is Blue Witch. I'm gonna put it here. Um, you don't have to donate. You don't have to send me money. But if it is in your heart to send a donation, why is not letting me write it? Maybe because I shouldn't. There it is. Okay, so there's my Venmo. If anybody wants to send a dollar or two or whatever, I appreciate it. Thank you. You don't have to. If you have the means and you can buy the special for January, buy the special for January. I am going to continue doing specials every month, or so I hope, uh, to keep helping you, helping me. So if you want to hire me for my services, I do Reiki, I do cleansings, I do um, house cleansings. All of that is on pause right now because we cannot see each other in person. So what I'm solely supporting myself with is the tarot readings online. So I really appreciate everybody who's doing it. Anaya is asking me what's the special. So the special is going to be a 30-minute session where we explore in depth all the combinations of your year card, so your birthday cards, because there are two, and how those interact with the year cards. So it's a numerology, and then we will explain the numbers and how the numbers affect, because each number has a different energy. For example, number 8 is about infinite possibilities, and it's a number 8, and is, you know, like a very high energetic number. And Alex had number 4, so it's a number of order. And then we're going to explore the numerology of your birthday, the cards that you get for your birthday, and how those interact with um, the card of the year. That is a $75 session, and I'm giving it for 50. That's the special. I'm knocking off $25. That's the special for January. Don't tell anybody, but the special for February is going to be a love reading. So yeah. Anyway, folks, I thank you all. Somebody asked me about PayPal. I put my email there for PayPal. Uh, Thank you all for donating. If you donate, if you tip me, I appreciate it on my heart. You don't have to. What I want to do with you is, folks, we are alive. We ought to celebrate. And because I don't like to just talk the talk and not walk the walk, I am very honest. My friends are going to not let me lie. Jules, Anea, Alex, all of you who are my personal friends, you know I hate lies. So when I say I want to celebrate with you, is because I want to celebrate with you. And I have my Bacardi here. So to all of you, for your 2020 and beyond, I'm saying cheers to you right now, tomorrow, or whenever you say cheers with yourself. Remember this. Happy 2021. Ow! Woo! Fire! May 2021 bring you love, happiness, health, wealth, abundance, joy, and all the good things that you desire. And please, 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 please live your life to the fullest. Celebrate, prioritize. Don't give your time to people that don't deserve you. And never, ever, ever, ever forget that you are loved. You are loved. Never forget that. Bye bye. Rami! Bye bye, everybody.